been such an awesome year. It's been a year of dreams coming true. In stages, though. It's all been in stages. So the first stage was getting into the UFC. The second stage was winning in the UFC. And now this third stage, as of Saturday night, is going to be breaking into the top 10 of the UFC. You know, so what happened is I knew that her opponent got hurt, and I was like, oh man, I want to campaign for this fight. I was like, I know I could put on a good fight. I know people would want to see it. We put on a great fight last time. I know that I have a claim to stepping into the cage with her again. So I called Shannon Knapp with Invicta because I was contracted with Invicta, and I asked her if it was okay with her if I started campaigning for the fight. And she said yeah. She gave me her blessing, and so I started going all over Twitter, and I started talking about it. I started asking fans to tweet about it and to say, hey, give us this fight. And then it actually went to someone else. It went to, I think, Amanda Nunes. And then she got hurt too. And I was like, it's meant to be. And so when I got the call, I'd already been acting. It was only 8 days before the fight. I'd been acting like I was gonna get the fight, you know, because the second that you put your name out there, you gotta assume that it's gonna come back to you. You know what I mean? It's funny, there's a risk involved with saying, hey, here I am, you know, because there's a chance someone's gonna be like, that's right, there you are. So as soon as I decided that I was gonna throw myself out there, I made sure that I was as ready as I could be, and it was really exciting. You know, that's a life-changing call to get.
And after such a tough fight, the fight with Jessamyn, getting such a decisive victory, how good did it feel to get that knockout?
Oh, it was so nice. It was so nice. It was super validating. All the training, all the man, blood and sweat, and I got to admit there were some tears in all of my training to lead up to my first UFC victory. It felt nice that it was all validated and that it was like, you're doing it right. So it felt great.
And last question, I know you got here a little earlier than some other fighters. How are you dealing with the altitude? I know that's something that worried everyone.
Yeah, it did, you know, because there are a lot of effects that it can take. Headaches and bloody noses, and you know, people climbing Everest have to stop when they're like halfway there all the time. So I definitely came early, and I was really careful about everything I did, just trying to be smart, you know. No martinis, no margaritas, sticking with a lot of fluids, and I feel really good. I've been training twice a day, every day since I've gotten here, and I mean, I put so much effort into my training camp to get here in the first place that I feel great, and I'm excited to show that off in the cage.